An adapted maintenance of drinking water networks permits health risks to be countered, malfunctions to be anticipated, and the comfort level of users to be guaranteed. In this module, we will firstly look at the benefits of preventive maintenance. We will then go on to explain the stages of a maintenance operation for drinking water network structures. In a drinking water supply network, where recurrent problems are generally due to leaks, cleaning maintenance becomes ineffective and economically non-viable. Setting up preventive maintenance permits leaks to be reduced at the level of pipelines, thanks to the real-time maintenance works. In addition, health regulations emphasize the importance of maintenance for water storage and distribution structures, in order to avoid drinking water network pollution problems owing to unclean water or chemicals used in water treatment. All of these facilities must be checked, cleaned, and disinfected as often as necessary, and on average, at least once per year. So let's now look at the stages of cleaning a drinking water tank and network pipelines. Tank maintenance begins with preliminary operations. Prepare a contingency plan in order to maintain supply to customers. Inform users in case of planned supply interruption. Prepare personnel and the structure concerned. And lastly, drain the tank. An inspection and an assessment are then carried out. The purpose of this stage is to check the condition of facility structures, the presence of deposits, the condition of immersed equipment, and watertight coating. The next stage is cleaning and rinsing. This stage permits the vast majority of contaminants and deposits present on the walls or at the bottom of the tanks to be eliminated. Cleaning can be mechanical, via scrubbing or scraping, or it can be chemical. Let's now look at disinfection and rinsing. Disinfection is carried out by spraying tank walls with a disinfectant solution. The structure is then rinsed with pressurized water. The last stage involves checking and bringing the structure back into service. The tank is refilled and several samples are taken for analysis. Bringing the structure back into service is accompanied by checks on operating conditions for the various equipment present in the tank. Let's now look at pipeline maintenance. Pipeline maintenance also begins with preliminary operations, informing users, preparing the intervention, as well as operative personnel. We then proceed with cleaning. The objective is to eliminate the vast majority of contaminants and deposits present in the pipelines. Before cleaning begins, it is necessary to ensure that the section of pipeline concerned is properly isolated in order to avoid any accidental backflow of possibly contaminated water in the networks in service. This is followed by a disinfection and rinsing stage, where the pressurized disinfectant solution is then injected into the pipeline. The effectiveness of rinsing is assessed by measuring the residual disinfectant on site at various checkpoints. The last stage corresponds to checking the pipeline and bringing it back into service. The pipeline is refilled and several samples are taken for analysis. The pipeline must be brought back into service as quickly as possible following compliant results. The points to be remembered. The introduction of preventive maintenance permits leaks to be reduced at the level of pipelines, and drinking water network pollution problems to be avoided. Lastly, we have seen that two procedures exist. The first concerning drinking water tank disinfection, the second concerning network pipeline maintenance.